Hello everyone and welcome to episode 14 of Megaman Battle Network 2. The last part, we got here to Netopia, that's it. And we had a lot of stuff stolen from us. Landed a bit of a tough lot last time. And now this is where the game becomes a bit more non-linear than usual. You have to talk to that old bag there to learn that you have to go to see someone in the park. But first off, let's jack into the I can't speak today apparently. Refrigerator, because in here we have a purple mystery data which I can open because I do actually happen to have it on locker at this point. And inside we get a Lex Sword Star. Not that that's useful against the boss we'll be fighting this part though. And a bug frag, that's all that's in here. That place is now just worthless data to me. Why am I going back this direction? I'm an idiot. This is actually by far the part of the game that I know the least, because I'm never good with sections like this. But anyway, once you talk to that old bag in front of the place, talk to this guy, and apparently some guy named Jim on the back alley knows where we should try and find it. And also, due to an optional, well not optional, we actually have to fight him once at this point in the game. Due to the optional boss being Lightning Elemental, you're going to need, I'm forgetting what it's called. Wood gut style on because it's weak to wood. And this is Jim. He's telling us that he's telling us where our password is. And, to find it, we need to go into the place. But first we need to fight this guy to get access. This is Raoul. I forgot to, yeah. I skipped over the early dialogue, so the pride of my clan will lead me to victory. Yeah, he's not gonna be as... I can't speak today, why? This is Thunderman. He is actually one of the more annoying bosses. First off, here's Woodgut Style, even though we got it, what, 3 parts ago almost? Woodgut Style is definitely more power-based, but we can't reach him at this point due to the fact that my charge shot only goes 2 squares in front of me. Now, Thunderman himself is a flying enemy, so cracked floors destroyed floors will not influence him whatsoever. These clouds are constantly roaming around the battlefield on the row, and they are a source of 2 of his attacks. First off, one of them is that he'll send an energy ball to 2 of them that'll follow you depending on what row and column you're in, and the other one is what they just did now. I'm not sure why, but that effect always reminded me of Kirby 64. And for some reason, and he also has that lightning bolt attack. And because he's, as I mentioned before, because he's lightning elemental, he's weak to wind, or wood, rather. You know, wind is its own element. Actually, it's one thing that's really weird, is the fact that, if you remember correctly, Mega Man 0, ice was weak to fire, fire to lightning and such. Mega Man Battle Network and every Mega Man game seems to have a different basis for that. Star Force and Battle Network, which are on one timeline, have it that wood is weak to fire, fire is weak to water, water is weak to electricity, and electricity is weak to wood. Which I don't get whatsoever. Wind is just a basic element of itself, I believe. But Thunderman himself is not that bad. The clouds are the most annoying part of the battle, though. Also, off-screen, as I mentioned before, I got a barrier chip. What barrier does is that when you use it, you'll gain a shield for a short time. Well, actually, no, it's for an unlimited amount of time, but the moment you get hit, it's gone. But it's nothing too hard. Thunderman is fairly easy compared to later bosses. And I haven't even decided if I'm going to do all the side quests. More than likely not, depending on how my later setup is. I love program advances. They are one of the most useful things in the game, and considering the fact that they actually lead to getting a style kind of in and of itself. Even though, but the way I play, I'm more than likely going to get another gut style, because you get a new style every 280 battles. Although I'm not sure if it's every 280 battles you fight, or every 280 battles you encounter. We'll find out later on, I guess. Or I can just look that up right now. Google, help me out here. How to get style changes. Dun, dun. Oh man, I missed the end of the battle, damn it. But it's fairly easy stuff overall, not that bad. This proves you are indeed the victor. Very well, access the net. And we got Raoul code. Could it be the Lectopian Samurai? But he's not that bad overall, to be honest. And, I'm still looking at the information. Welcome to Netopia area. Now, down there is a place I could go. I got some, bug frags and such, but there's nothing we can see down there at this point, so... Meh. This place is actually probably the most mazy part of the entire game, actually, thinking about it. Alrighty, from what I can tell you, I need to fight all those battles. Damn it. Well, looks like I know what I'm doing off-screen in between parts for something. Well, actually, no, I believe one of the bosses that's actually very annoying is weak to wood anyway, so yay! Booyah! All of the victories! But as you can tell, the panels obviously push you in the direction that they are facing, and it's fairly annoying. Every Battle Network game has an area like this. But this is what I actually personally think to be the worst one. You know what I just realized? I've had this game for 12 years, actually. I just wow. That makes me feel kind of old. One of my first Game Boy Advance games is 12 years old, almost. Actually, was this one of my first Game Boy Advance games? Yeah, it was, actually. This was like number 3, right behind Megaman 01 and... Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, actually. Oh, that's a nostalgia rush. And we're at the Square Netopia. I love this game, soundtrack so much. Alrighty, finished. And for those wondering what the heck finished, I just said, Mega Man 02 Episode 6 just went up. Alrighty, that's all set. Now, in the square, there's not much you can do. I'd recommend you still talk to everyone, but nothing to really do here compared to other squares. That's a pretty good shop from what I remember, but... I couldn't really see the shop because I was actually looking at my, Chrome right then, uploading. Yeah, this part's kind of boring. Then again, this entire part of the game is kind of blech. I mean, all it is really just a setback place, because you need to do it to progress. If you didn't need it to progress, I'd be alright with it, but... since it's required to do... And now we're in Netopia 3. You need to get there from the square. But first, we have some new enemies. Finally, Cloudies, which 8 HP, of course, and they'll go around and send a rain cloud every now and then. But they can be taken out in one shot with the sword. And Raddies, one of my favorite enemies actually in terms of design. They're so cute. Oh no! Oh nope. And Zeta Cannon 2. Yay! Much more powerful version of Zeta Cannon 1. And the Raddies will teleport around and send out a bomb directly at you every couple of movements. Nothing too hard, though. And now we have to talk to the purple Navi on the left, even though I didn't remember this at the time. So let's talk to this. This guy's trying to buy our passport. Not letting that happen. And we have some new viruses. Hardhead 2s, which are much faster and slightly more powerful versions of the Hardhead enemies we first met in, like, what, part 2? Part 3? And I didn't get to see these guys' names on the bottom right, but, they're much more powerful versions of the Meteor Wizards, or Met Wizards as they're called due to shorthand. Their teleportation pattern's as weird as it was before, but this one specific has nothing to hide behind, so fairly easy battle. It could give you some trouble because of the way the Meteor Wizard 2s, I believe, I don't even remember what they're called, but because of the way the enemy that's left damages you because of the meteors and the guys that are constantly destroying panels, but it's no trouble for me. I still have to use Recover 80 though, so me. Ow. I love how fast my Buster is right now. It's only going to get better. 500 zennies, yay! There! You like some of that? Want some more? Now give back Lance Passport! Alright already. Yeah, blah 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 blah. That's Chaos Theory. Yay! You did it! Now to give back the chips in your pack. Let's go back to that gym guy's place and have a look. And this is where I have to switch out a guard star chip from my famous folder. So let's give it over to him. And apparently, some millionaire madam has taken our chips. But since she's rich, we can imagine where she's be. She's in the jewelry store. And this is her, Ms. Millions. Very nice. This boy just might relieve my boredom. But give me my chips, damn it. 500,000 zennies. Yikes. You might want to get your finances checked about that lady. Even no million. That's $500,000. So. Zenny, so. Eesh. And she has Snake Man. Oh no! I hated you in Megaman 3, I hate you here. The thing is that besides making him look like a absolute, well, actually a snake, so it makes sense, they made him a really fast robot Nabi to fight. Whenever you're in the middle row, he'll move into there, so you need to either use some sort of attack that has range to it before he can move in, a delayed attack like a mini-bomb, or an attack that can reach where he is from any of the other rows, like a life sword. Program advances are the way to fight this guy unless they're canon ones. I personally do make that mistake. Actually, I recognize the sprites for those guys for some reason, the little snakes. I know they're on a battleship themselves, but something specific about their design reminds me of something. Actually, you know what it might actually remind me of Mega Man 3? The Search Snakes. That might be what they're based off of, too. Huh. I just may have... Wow, I can't believe I just realized that now. But yeah, Snake Man can take some time to do some good damage. There's also that attack that he just did where he'll fire machine guns from the heavens to hit you, which is not that annoying, but it can still be a bit of a pain. And also, I only use that sword chip so I can get it out of my folder for the time being. You know what? I think I've gotten this entire Let's Play without explaining the custom gauge, which I think should be fairly self-explanatory. Yeah, oh wow, I just realized that too. I've never explained the custom gauge, 14 parts in. I might as well explain that now, better late than never. The custom gauge fills up over the time of the battle, and when you press L and R when it's filled, you get back to the folder. I can't believe I forgot to explain that. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Maybe my brain's just fried from all the Doctor Who. But yes, as you're about to see, canon program advances aren't that useful on him, unless you can time them absolutely perfectly to get at least one pit in. I think he's timed to... It's almost as if he's timed to go whenever you press A. But luckily, his death is now assured because I have a life sword in stock. Actually, that's one thing I really do like about, the Star Force series is that when you get a program advance available, you can just save the actual program advance for later, because it becomes a chip in of itself. Life sword is a savior for me. Womp. Womp womp. And for defeating Snake Man, not only do we get 500 zennies, but we get all the chips back in our folder. Hey yeah. And we also get the Millia code and 10,000 zenny. Holy mother of God, we can get a power up with that. But with that done, I'm gonna need to end things off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network 2, we're going to rest in bed and head on to the meeting tomorrow. See you guys then. Also, apparently, my folder is unorganized. Yay!